Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to McLeod Athletic Park on this Chip Sunday morning for the BCPFA Provincial Championship Weekend. First game on the docket is in the Peewee 12-man division. This is a combined final, VMFL Championship and BCPFA Provincial Championship. Introducing the visiting Coquitlam Chargers. We have number 3, Caleb Sequeira. Number 4, Daniel Keenan. Number 5, Noah Bolin. Number 6, Jesus Medina Sanchez. Number 8, Lincoln Pottinger. Number 11, Jordan Escott. Number 12, Jackson Delorier. Number 14, Lachlan Smith. Number 24, Sammy Zaitzoff Troy. Number 26, Jonathan Cosman Seeley. Number 30, Hazen Simon Jamont. Number 39, Sufian Sabri. Number 63, Aiden Lim. Number 68, Julian Cristales. Number 72, Ishan Shamsuddin. 77, Ronan Coletta. Number 78, Zion Kennedy. Number 82, Kai Wouterloot. Number 84, Aiden Johnson Furlan. And number 95, Brody Schultz. Head coach, Brad Delorier. Assistant coaches, Jesus Medina Sanchez, Leo Luna Rivera, Clayton Kazakov, Jose Galang, and Adam Smith. Give it up for the Coquitlam Chargers. And introducing the home team, Cloverdale Bobcats. We have number 2, Jackson Nat. Number 3, Chiron Caston. Number 5, Carter Beerwall. Number 6, Jorah Niger. Number 7, Ronan Bobilan. Number 8, Grayson Thomas. Number 9, Ben Stoner. Number 10, Owen Cassidy. Number 11, Bryson Jose. Number 12, Bryson Lopez. Number 49, Brody Snow. Number 52, Kane Gravel. Number 54, Noah Sadu. Number 55, Trey Dunn. Number 56, Carter Fix. Number 57, Tidal Campagna. Number 64, Ivan Parma. Number 66, Noah Walsh. Number 77, Levi Radmacher. Number 88, Aiden Bird. And number 90, Dominic Gomes. Head coach, Scott Thomas. Assistant coaches, Brethren Osai, David Fix, Matt Stoner, Felipe Gomes. Manager, Michelle Dunn. Team trainer, David Fix. Let's hear it for the Cloverdale Bobcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to please rise for your movement for the playing of our national anthem. We would also like to acknowledge that we are playing on the traditional unceded territories, the Coquitlam, Patsy, Matsqui, and Semi-Amman First Nations. We thank them for their ongoing care of the land, the skies above, the rivers, lakes, and seas around.
one quick question.
Let's try that again.
Even though you had that one. Okay, gentlemen, my name is Phil Tapper. I'll be the head ref today. I'll let the rest of the crew introduce themselves and where they're going to be. The umpires.
Yeah.
They're all talking. Everyone else is
I got it.
talking. Yeah, they don't get paid.
Bryson.
Okay, well, first of all, congratulations. Thank you very much. BC Championships. You've worked hard all year. This comes down to this game. We want to make sure it's a great game for you. You are the captains of your team. If there's any issues that we have with a player, you're the guy who has to calm your teammates down. Okay? Make sure they don't do something stupid and get thrown out. We want everybody to finish the game. Contrary to popular opinion, we do not like to throw flags.
On the play-by-play color commentary from the big man, the lead analyst from Crown Gridiron Nation on TSN, the head coach of the Sullivan Heights Stars, Mr. Gord Randall. How you doing today, Gordon?
Doing pretty well. Looking forward to Fog Bowl 2.0 here.
Little different day than yesterday morning, although we do anticipate that this fog will burn off here. A very sunny day yesterday, hoping to get that later on today. But as I was saying, we have a full slate ahead of us. Peewee 12-man up first here. Cloverdale Bobcats versus the Coquitlam Chargers. Later on today, junior bantam 9-man Coquitlam Bulldogs versus the Kelowna Grizzlies. Junior bantam 12-man later on today, Saanich Wolves versus the White Rock Titans. And then we'll wrap up the day with the midget 9-man North Surrey Panthers versus the Comox Raiders. However, to kick things off, we do have Cloverdale here against Coquitlam. And Gordo, Cloverdale, one of these teams that perhaps you might be looking at later on when it comes to the Sullivan Heights.
Yeah, that's right. One of the local organizations that feeds some players into future players into my high school. So hopefully some players on the field that I'll be seeing in a few years over at Sullivan Heights. And if any of the parents out there are listening to me, come talk to me, not to here.
As I mentioned, we do have, this is day 2 of the schedule today. Yesterday we had some fantastic games, but today, though, I think the level steps up just a little bit. The age group steps up. Also, we get to see a couple of 12-man games. Yesterday we got a little bit of variety. Today, 9 and 12. And I think the level of football is going to be something that the fans here and you watching on the live stream can get excited about.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, starting with the 12-man version, we saw Peewee games yesterday, or a Peewee game yesterday, I should say.
Yeah.
But you're now going to see the full 12-man version, so full sidelines, no real restrictions to kicking games, stuff like that. Here at the Peewee level, you're still going to see 2 points for kicks through the uprights after a touchdown, and only 1 for offense and defense. But other than that, you're going to see more or less CFL football.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. More of the true game of football, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Whereas, with some of these smaller varieties, some of these alternate varieties, and rightfully so, there are some rule modifications on various things just to make that level work, and in some cases make it safer for the kids. So, yeah, a little bit less of that today. So you'll be less lost today.
Yeah, exactly. Help me out here, Coach. So you'll see on your right of your screen, moving to the left, that is Coquitlam, and then to your left, moving to the right, that is Cloverdale, who are wearing the black with the orange trim. Looking very, I don't know if it's Chicago Bears, perhaps BC Lions, a little bit of a mix there.
Yeah, maybe Cincinnati Bengals, a little bit there. Anyway.
You do like the C, although I'm not a big fan of that C when it comes to who truly wears it, but okay if Cloverdale adopts it for an afternoon or so.
Yeah, so Bobcats going to get the ball first here, and they had a pretty good return on the opening kickoff. That was number 11, Bryson Osei, with the return.
So we'll see what...
Taking that over midfield here, so plus field position for Cloverdale to start their first drive, and it looks like Osei will be the quarterback under center as well.
Bryson Osei, number 11, going to be the pivot here for the boys in black and orange. As they hand the ball off, that's Grayson Thomas who takes it, cuts up the middle. He's going to get himself close to a first down, maybe about a yard or 2.
Take it down. Just down block.
Yeah, nice manageable 2nd and 4-ish here for Cloverdale.
Yeah.
So pretty good pickup on first down.
Thought he went a little bit further there, but good pickup there from the running back, Thomas. He's in the backfield alone with Osei. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap. And takes it to his right. That's going to be a first down and more. Cuts it upside. He's going to the right side. Can he get there? He's got a lot of daylight, it looks like, but they got a flag back. This one is going to come back. We think we'll have to see what the laundry's all about, but what a run there from Osei.
44 yards to the house if it stands up, but it is going to come back on a hold here.
It's unfortunate. We saw a lot of that yesterday as well, but that's part of this game at this level, though.
Yep, it is. Young kids who are learning to block and can sometimes not have the cleanest technique developed yet, and so you will sometimes see some of these things. You also get a lot of procedural penalties at the younger levels too, just because one of the things with football, for kids to learn, there's a lot of really specific rules, really particular things about football that need to be done a certain way, and sometimes those details are not the easiest for kids to have locked in every single play.
So this will be second down now. Looks like a long one for him, put it that way. Osei now in the shotgun. He's got a man to his left. That's Thomas. He's going to lead block for him and tries to get to that outside. He does. Osei now has picked up the first down, basically doing what he did last time. Just couldn't quite get it to the end zone, but it's going to be the sticks moving for Cloverdale.
Yeah, about 20, 21-yard chunk there for Osei.
So we know
he
who
will pick
the
up the first
athlete
down.
is. Thomas hits the turf there. Hopefully he's all right.
Well, I was noticing one of the assistant coaches would be Brodwin Osei, which is his father, and is the brother of a guy that I played with at UBC. So
there you go. A lot of connections when it comes to football.
Yeah, I'll be hitting up Bryson's Uncle Justice and making sure that he goes to my school.
There you go. Hey, if you're not recruiting, you're not doing your job right.
I mean, technically, if I'm recruiting, I'm doing my job wrong.
Well, that is true, but you know what I mean. Shotgun snap there. Hopefully nobody from the high school ranks heard that. As he goes off to his left, throws it cross body. Good toss there. Couldn't pick it up, though.
I will be following the rules just like everybody else does.
I know.
Just like everybody else around the province follows the rules.
Exactly. Nice toss there, I thought, from Osei, though, considering he was moving to his left, throw sort of cross body, but couldn't see who the intended receiver was on the far
Looked like he stopped
side.
running a little bit on his route there. Kind of slowed down, underestimated how far that ball was going to fly, and then it kind of sailed over his head a little bit there. So second and long for the Bobcats, and I would suspect that they might go back to the well and send number 11
Yeah, absolutely.
on a run.
Seems to be the athlete on the field right now. See if he goes toss. He does. Thomas swings it out, and good block there. Able to pick up a few yards, and he get to the edge. Yes, he can. So that's going to be a first down for Thomas.
Yeah, nice smooth pass catch, and a nice little block there. That was number 2, Jackson Nat. Getting a little block right here just to get him the edge, and a really good job to lead with his hands there, too. Avoid taking the penalty on that block. That's a really good block for number 2 there in black.
So great drive going down here for the Bobcats now. And a little bit of a two-man game going on right now between Osei and Thomas. See if they can get anybody else involved into this offense right now. But
has a nice clean blocking up front throughout as well.
That is correct, yeah. Can't forget about those old linemen.
Nope.
As they hand it off up the gut.
That's fullback, 56, Carter Fix.
Carter Fix trying to pick up a few yards there, so be second and about 5 or so, I believe.
Also where I take my car when I get into an accident.
Fix up. There you go. Hey, looking for a sponsorship deal, are you?
I'm always looking for sponsors.
Second and third now.
Not for myself personally, for my high school program.
There you go.
I don't need a personal sponsor.
Playing by the rules.
I'm an independent man.
That's what we do. Second and 3 for Cloverdale. Osei now swings out to his left, keeps looking, decides to take it himself. He's going to run now, tries to get into the sideline there, and whoa, he's into the abyss here, as you guys can see.
But he will move the chains here, so he's going to pick up a first down at the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Be first and goal for Cloverdale. Another designed roll to his left. That's impressive that they're comfortable enough with him doing that to design those rolls to their left, because like I avoid doing that with high school level quarterbacks.
No.
It is not easy for a quarterback to be on the move to his non-throwing side and have to open up his torso to square up and throw the ball accurately. It's not easy at all.
Not easy to see here at all as well.
It's okay. We know who the quarterback is.
That is correct. So Ose's got Thomas in the backfield.
Here's Fix again.
And did he get in there?
Yes,
We
he
see,
did.
yeah, he did. Touchdown. Cloverdale put 6 on the board for the Bobcats.
Almost got some Hawk Harrelson from you there. You should adapt that a
You
little
can
bit.
put it on the board.
Yes! So impressive opening drive for the Cloverdale Bobcats, mixing in, the 3 different backfield members to move the ball down the field. Obviously, Osei is going to be the engine that drives things here, but it was effective no matter what they did. Fullback up the middle, threw a little bit to the edge, handed off to Thomas around the edge. So nice little mixing in of things, and Coquitlam's going to need to adjust and try and find some answers here, because that was, other than the hold, wasn't really a negative play on that on that possession. So
didn't see much from the defense from the Chargers there whatsoever. Got a little help with the hold, but it didn't hold back the Bobcats as they put 8 on the board and they scratched the scoreboard first. A reminder to the folks, the online 50-50 is open. You see it on your screen here. And I've been told that the jackpot right now is up to $1,500, so you could be taking home half of that. If my math is correct, it's a pretty good night out.
if my math is correct, that's some money.
Cloverdale.
$750 for those of you out there.
Come on, jeez. It's a good night out, especially nowadays. Holy.
You can get appies and dinner.
Yeah, there you go. Cloverdale looks to kick off, and they booed a high one. It's fielded right around the 35-yard line as they try to go to the left and just basically runs right into 3 defenders there. That's number 8, Pottinger.
Yeah, he was fortunate. He must have popped up off the ground just as he caught the ball here, because I thought they were going to mark him down by contact. He dropped his knees to the turf while he was lining that ball up. But I guess was able to get them up before he possessed the ball, so gets, I don't know, a few extra yards on the return, 7 or 8. And Wilton's offense will take the field for the first time here. Number 12, Jackson Delorier. Oh, there's a football name. So there's a name that we've seen around football circles in this area for a long time.
Absolutely. He swings it out to his right, but he is getting hot pursuit. 3 defenders right there. That is number 7, Rowan Bobilis. What a pursuit. Gets him with the sack and a big-time loss.
Yeah, that's rough. Jailbreak up front right away here. They bring extra heat.
Look at how
he just comes, he times the snap and comes right up the A-gap.
Look at how quick he got through there. Bobilis. That was a perfect time count. And he just blasts right through that line. And what we've seen so far here from Cloverdale is they are flexing their muscles. Again, another decent crowd here at McLeod. Come and join us. It's going to be a beautiful day here once this fog sort of burns off. It's classic lower mainland weather here right now.
And it looks like we got a timeout on the field as I see the coaches out here.
So, well, they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. 8-0 Cloverdale right now. First cue in the Peewee 12-man championship. All right, back to the action here at McLeod Park. Andrew Wadden, Gord Randall with you. 8-0 for Cloverdale. They scored on their opening drive. Coquitlam, however, on their first play are now back, way back. It's second in Abbotsford right now as they hand it up the middle. And that one's going to be good for just a couple couple of yards, but considering where these sticks are, a couple of yards, can help you.
Well, and you're in a tough situation in that at this level, the kicking game is not typically very well developed yet. Yeah. So you got 3rd and 21, looks like, 3rd and 21. You're going to have to kick here because not a lot of plays in the book for 3rd and 21, but you'll be lucky if you get it to the first down marker.
So we'll see what Coquitlam does here. But yeah, either way, it looks like you're going to get some good field position for Cloverdale. A long shotgun snap, and they do boot it away. It's a decent kick. Fielded just about at the halfway. Oh, he's not going. The ball's loose again, but gets on top of it. Wow.
Oh, man. Coquitlam coverage guy, I think it was 24 Sammy Zaitsoff-Choi, had an opportunity to fall on that ball, and he just didn't realize it was out.
See the replay right there, and that's right, it is.
So here he sees it, but he eases up, and then when it comes out the second time, it's like he thought the play was dead or something.
You got to pounce on it, right? As a coach, what would you teach there?
Every loose ball is live. Every loose ball is live.
Another injury on the field here. Just see the players taking a knee, but yeah, absolutely.
You do loose ball drills in practice, right? Like you teach players that when the ball's on the ground, they're all immediately screaming fumble. They're all trying to dive on it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Every loose ball is live. I would rather my players take a penalty because the whistle went and they were too locked in on trying to get the loose ball than not. I mean, there's very few situations where that ball is going to be clearly loose and the whistle go. So looks like we're going to get another timeout here. They signal timeout Cloverdale.
We saw a lot of turnovers yesterday as well in some of the games. I mean, we had one game with 8 fumbles in that game. So
I mean, you never know, but I don't expect to see something that sloppy today.
Well, it had nothing to do with turf or weather.
Nope.
What a lot of it had to do with just ball hawks coming in and just pounding that thing out.
Yes.
Which I thought was fantastic. We saw a lot of that.
Yeah, definitely a number of conscious strip attempts.
Yeah, the Nanaimo Seahawks in particular, we saw that from them in both the games that they played in. So maybe that's something that they focus in on, but definitely something as a young player that you should focus in on. It's a very good way to strip the ball, and especially if you're.
It's so funny because it's such a simple concept.
Yeah, just smash the thing.
In its conception, right? It's like just get the ball for your team.
Yeah. No, just hammer that thing out. Like it's the guys that are
you
good at it.
You can just take the ball, and then you have the ball.
Hey, this is why he's in the booth, folks. For analysis like that. All right, so 1st and 10 now for the Bobcats, their second series here as O'Shea hands it off. We do have a flag on the play, a little end around. It's Rice and Lopez who takes it. He's going to maybe pick up a yard, but let's see what the laundry's all about.
Tackled on the play by Ronan Coletta. We do have flags on the inside of the field.
Was early and given the location. It's going to be some sort of offside. I didn't see which side it's going to be on, so we'll wait for the signal here. So it's going to be on the offense, the procedure. And he's talking to the Cloverdale offensive line, so clearly somebody moved a little bit early there.
As you see the referees for today, we'll get the replay. And there you see the flag fly.
Good toss. It got some good hang time.
Yeah. Cuts up inside, and a good pursuit there from number 77 on the Chargers. That is Rowan Coletta.
That's procedure, is that?
Big kid there, number 77.
Yep. Looks even bigger because they have their entire defensive line standing straight up and down in a 2-point stance instead of putting their hand on the ground.
This bothers you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I know you were talking about it yesterday as well. As now first down and 15 as they pitch it out. O'Shea has to go over his head. He just has to jump on top of the biscuit.
So the reason it bothers me is it's just lazy. You're not bothering to teach kids fundamentals. Right, and then when we pick them up at the high school level, we have to teach them those things because if you're standing straight up and down at the high school level, you're getting driven 10 yards downfield and you're not helping anybody.
As we see here on the toss, that was Rowan Bobilis that was under center. Tried to get O'Shea, who was the back there, but he tosses it over his head. So this is going to be second and, oof, we might be having to cross the border with this one.
Yeah, this is might even be longer yardage than what Coquitlam had going on.
So let's see what Cloverdale can do here as they swing out to the left. Or to the right. That's a lefty. Again, going against the body there. And that was Bobilis again.
Whoa. They're going to get a gift here.
Is this a PI call?
They're going to call PI, but I thought the receiver, Ryson Lopez, just tripped.
Let's see if we can get the replay here, and we'll take a look at things.
I do not think that he was forced to the ground. I think that he fell. A little switch up with the quarterbacks there, so they had Osei blocking for Bobilis that time.
So there's oh my! Wow, the intended receiver was Lopez there.
Pass interference on the sniper over in the berm.
Yeah, no doubt. Turf monster.
What number does he wear?
Wow. So oh no, it looks like, what are they doing?
You know what? They might have conferred and picked it up.
Okay, good. Because that was definitely not PI.
Oh, however, it looks like there was another flag down at the line of scrimmage that we missed because the referee is talking to both sidelines here.
All right, so it looks like
there might actually be 2 fouls going on here.
Yeah. The down judge has not moved yet. And it doesn't look like, they're lining up.
The umpire has the ball in hand trying to figure out where he's going here. So I'm getting the sense that we're just doing this all over again. So I think what I saw signaled to the sideline there was there was also here we go, an illegal procedure penalty on the offense as well. Going to decline that. Oh. Okay, so 3 fouls on the play. Legal procedure, and then I think I saw an illegal man downfield.
And then a PI.
And then a pass interference. And so they negate all of those. Because the offense had the extra penalty, it also loses the down. So you have 3rd and forever. And a clear punt situation for the Bobcats.
3rd and Bellingham, maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Can he get the edge? He's got a long way to go, though. And can he stay in bounds? Tiptoes around. He's able to get up in. Oh, look at this. Oh, my. Grayson Thomas gonna take it to the house. 10-5. Touchdown. Thomas put another 6 on the board for the Bobcats. Uh-oh. What are we seeing here, Gordo?
I'm just counting yards.
Okay, good.
78 yards on the broken play.
Wow.
Punt. I'm not even going to call that a fake punt because it was supposed to just be a punt.
Wow.
And a couple of Coquitlam defenders got through right up the gap right away, forced him out. And let's watch the sideline here because he was real close. Get that stick out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, he was in for sure. Yeah. Delorier there in pursuit, but Thomas just puts on the afterburners. What a run on a broken play. And right now, it's just all Bobcats.
That's a huge play for the Bobcats. Coquitlam probably felt pretty good about themselves. They had a stop. Oh, we got a broken play on the PAT here. No, don't double back. Don't do that.
Oh, he's going with the arm. Oh, wow.
He had 2 receivers there. They ran into each other.
Bobilis. He's a lefty as well. It's just interesting because we saw him roll to his right and throw crossbody, and then the other way around when it came to Osei as well. So I don't know if they're teaching this or these kids like that, but they definitely didn't teach this. This is just a flat-out broken play.
And it looks like they're going to get there was a flag down, so it looks like they're going to get a reprieve here and get another chance at it. If somebody lined up offside maybe or got moving early on the defense.
So second life here on the point after for Cloverdale. Trying to make it.
Yeah, back to like that touchdown play. Like, if you're Coquitlam, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You're getting the ball probably on the plus side of midfield on a punt there.
Yeah.
And then you get a good rush on the punt, and it turns into an almost 80-yard house call. The other way, he bobbled it again.
Bobilis bobbled it again, and so he tries to toss it up, and it's nothing going there. But wow, that was interesting because it looked like it came out clean. He just wasn't able to get it placed.
Yeah. And again, we did talk about this a little bit yesterday morning, but it's not warm out there. It might not be easy to handle this ball, especially for some of the small hands out there. So this time he rolled away from his arm side again.
I scraped my car windows this morning.
Yeah.
That's rare here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an underground parking.
Oh.
So.
At
in my bougie little
box
apartment.
Casa Randall. It's going to be a good day, though.
That thing's so small, it's not even Ca Randall.
Yeah, there you go.
Nonetheless, Casa Randall.
So Cloverdale now up 2 scores, 14-0. And if you are Coquitlam, you do at least have the fact that they weren't able to get the PATs on the second one, so maybe something that they can work off as they try to inch themselves back into this game. But from what we've seen so far, it's been all Cloverdale.
Pretty good kick there, too.
He picks it up right around the 29. It doesn't really go anywhere. So let's see what Coquitlam can bring to the table here offensively, because they're already stuck 2 scores and we're not even through the first queue yet.
Stuck 2 scores and went backwards on their first offensive possessions, right? They lost 15 yards or something to that effect on their first offensive play and couldn't recover from that. So I would say step number 1 is get positive yardage on first down. Give yourself a chance on second down.
Yeah, you got to simplify at this point. See what works for you. Because right now, I don't think they have a clue, really, but still early. But those 2 scores, though, on both possessions for Cloverdale, that's got to be tough for Coquitlam.
A little bit of confusion in the Coquitlam backfield here, too. Lots of discussion. And they're going to go with a full house backfield. 5 of them back there.
As they run up the middle. I believe it was Delorier that kept himself. We'll have to take a look through the fog there. No, it was Pottinger. That's Lincoln Pottinger, number 8.
So second and long coming up for Coquitlam here, and I would expect not to see that full house backfield in a second and long situation. You never know, though. And as I say that, it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
Still a lot of discussion going on there.
I think they're going to motion out of it here. Well, maybe not. It's
an interesting bunch there, but didn't get them anything. So it's going to be third down, and they're going to be forced to boot it away.
All right, then.
Yeah, you would have thought that they would disperse out.
Well, they were all in a line that time as opposed to kind of in the bunch like they were before. So I thought maybe it was just showing that and then motioning out into more maybe a spread look in such a long yardage situation, but apparently not. So now about half the team has left the field and only 2 people have come back on.
So just some confusion on the
timeout.
Coquitlam sidelines here.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do.
And while they step out, we'll step out. 14-0 right now. Cloverdale leading Coquitlam. It's the Peewee 12-man championship right here at McLeod.
Let's hear it for the Angels cheer squad.
All right, back to the action here at McLeod. Third down for Coquitlam. And this offense right now, I mean, just looking at the stats, it's not great for the Coquitlam offense at the moment. Their second series, and they really haven't done anything. They're going to have to boot it away once again, and they do just that. Delorier with a decent kick, gets a good bounce as well, out at the sideline, right around the 52-yard line of Cloverdale as well, where they'll start.
Yeah, looks like they gave a couple extra yards to Cloverdale there, walked up to the 54. Wow, so essentially midfield for Cloverdale. Nice little kick for Delorier. They had him roll to his right and kick on the run there, and smartly made it a low-line drive that went out of bounds and couldn't be returned. So that being said, that was one of the more exciting moments of the game so far for Coquitlam was on their previous punt when they almost recovered the ball. So maybe he should have kept it in bounds and taken his chances.
Well, let's see what Cloverdale has now.
They've also called quarter time. Nice and convenient when quarter time happens right when you're at midfield.
So as they flip the field now, you'll see Cloverdale moving from their right to the left.
Another dark on dark matchup here. The orange trim helps with Cloverdale, but not quite as bad as that one game yesterday. But
we had double blue yesterday, and I'm not talking about the Argos. As that one was just a failed snap there. He has to jump on top of it.
Oh, you just said Argos. Mike Hogan's calling.
That's right. Mike Hogan on my own. Shout out Mike Hogan as we see the replay here. And just a fumble between them, and that actually was...
Looked like Osei just didn't quite catch the snap cleanly.
Yeah,
there.
Osei and Thomas. Again, those are the weapons, but it seems like Cloverdale might have a few that we haven't even seen yet. Pretty balanced attack here from the Bobcats.
Yeah, we've already called a number of different names.
Carter Fix.
Yeah.
With the opening touchdown. As they go and swing it out, it's Thomas. He's looking to pass now, and he is. Throws it into a pile of people, a couple of defenders, couple of Bobcats there. And
flag behind the play as well here.
Thomas trying to
in the location of a offensive penalty. Came out late right around the original line of scrimmage.
And we'll see here as Thomas.
Oh, they're going to pick up the flag. Okay.
No flag on the play.
I think he decided that there might have been a legal man downfield. Changed their mind on it.
Jexton Nat was the intended receiver there, and he had to climb the ladder if he was going to make that catch.
That can sometimes be a gray area, legal man downfield. Of course, the offensive linemen, as blockers, are not allowed to be downfield on a passing play. So that's what the penalty could have been for, but they also usually get a couple yards grace. So play action fake or something. So.
Third and a couple of yards, and Osei just keeps it himself. He's trying to get to the 6. Look at that block there from Thomas, and he cuts up into the inside. Past one defender. He's got one defender to beat to get to the far edge. Can he get there? He's got one man in pursuit with him, and he's trying to get there. Both. Oh! Trying to get that far edge. He had two guys in pursuit. Thought perhaps he could outrun both of them, but nonetheless, what a pickup there for Osei.
Yeah, you're looking at a 40-yard chunk here on 3rd and 12. That is not what you're drawing up if you're looking at Coquitlam defense there, but a nice job by number 30 there, Hazen Simon Jamot, and 26 Jonathan Cosmancini to drag him down. And I didn't see a flag on the field, but they're bringing this all the way back.
Oh my! We'll have to hear. See, here we go.
And they're calling a procedure penalty on the offense here. I did not actually see a flag on the field.
Wow. That's tough. That's tough to have to do that one all over again. And I was just about to say they're doing their best work on 3rd down. Are the Bobcats, but they'll have to regroup now as it's 3rd and forever.
It's funny, I was mildly surprised that they just ran an offensive play on the last one. We'll see if they do it again here.
I mean, with the way their offense has been going, I don't feel like you should be scared not to. Coquitlam now, hoping to get a stop, and they need one. Down 2 scores, 7:51 to go here.
A little bit of discussion over at the Cloverdale bench, so that's what we were waiting for here, but it looks like they're ready to go now. As I think the official on the far sideline was just explaining to the coaching staff what exactly happened there.
So Osei has Thomas in the backfield. He's got Nat far left. He's on an island there. 2 receivers to his right. Let's see what Osei dials up. Does the swing pass out to Thomas. Thomas picks it up. Nice pickup, too. Not a great pass, but able to cut it up the middle. He's got a first down and more. Let's see if he can cut it across the field. Here he goes. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 men in pursuit, but he beats them all. The 10, the 5, and the major. Thomas puts another 6 on the board for the Bobcats.
Get the ball to your athletes in space, get him some open field, and let him run. And Thomas does a great job after making you're right, not the easiest catch, to pick his pace back up, get to the right edge, and then cut back against the green right here. Missed tackle number 11 there, Jordan Escott, and he's the last one that gets a hand on him. And then he just outruns the backside defenders. 74 yards there.
So 74 yards, his second major of the day. That one accompanied by a 78-yard major as well. Quite
Big play.
Quite the quarter.
Big play player. That time it was actually on a more traditional offensive play, but you can see the confidence that the Cloverdale coaching staff has in their offensive playmakers and that. And granted, they're near the middle of the field. It's not like they were pinned in deep, but that was a 3rd and 17, and they just said, well, let's swing it out and see what we can get here.
Well, that's 2 majors now for Thomas.
I wouldn't even think of running a play, especially a play like that around the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't even think of running something like that on a 3rd and 17, but there you go.
152 yards on both of those majors combined. Quite the day for number 8 so far.
Yeah, and a few others. We've seen him catch at least one other swing pass, for example. And, of course, we've seen him make some plays on special teams and defense as well. So
the PAT was good, so it's 22-0 now for the Bobcats.
in particular, he's the one lining up to kick this.
As they kick it off and pick it up right around the, when is he going to pick it up? He just sort of flops on it on the 19 there. Oh, 7:04 here to go in the second Q, and we have not seen a whole lot from Coquitlam on offense, and the way this game is going, boy, they are going to have to pull themselves out of this deep hole and find something in the offensive playbook, because nothing has worked so far offensively for Coquitlam. And I'm not even talking about the defense right now, because that's not so good in itself.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. Yeah, it's with under 7 minutes now left in the second quarter here, they need some big plays to make Royals put together big plays.
Delorier swings it out to Keenan. That's Daniel Keenan, but there are 3-4 defenders there. The Bobcats just swarming.
We have a shaken up charger on the play.
A wobbler there and right in on the tackle.
Keenan down on the field after that play too. So
well,
this is one of the things that you can sometimes deal with when the early part of the game has not gone well for you. And I'm not necessarily saying this isn't legitimate, but everything that hurts a little bit when the game's going well hurts a little bit more when the game isn't going well. And so sometimes you can start to see this stuff as the morale sags as well. So.
Yeah, tough to gut it out when you're against the wall like this, but they're going to have to. They're going to have to find something here in this championship game, are the Chargers. But, well, they take an injury timeout here. We'll stay with you, actually, as the player is now leaving the field. So stick to play action as Coquitlam gets set on second down. Second down looks about 12.
Second and long here.
Again, tough to see with this weather here today, but hoping or anticipating that this will burn off and we'll have a bit of a better day like we had yesterday. But yeah, cold one this morning, and you can see
the fog's actually thickening up a little bit.
That is
right
true,
now.
yeah.
I thought I was going to be burning off by now, but it is not showing any signs of clearing out at this point in time.
The fog game here between Cloverdale and Coquitlam in this Peewee 12-man provincial championship.
We're located in a little bit of a natural bowl here. There's kind of hills on every side, so the fog can sometimes settle and just kind of collect in here. So a little bit of jet sweep action here.
But the problem is
that's Lincoln Pottinger.
Can't get the edge. He's going to have to do some dancing there. But wow, look at this Bobcats defense showing their teeth just like their offense did.
Jexton Nat, number 2, making a nice form tackle there after keeping it. Look at that leverage he keeps. He keeps the outside leverage. He's the cornerback, so he knows he can't let him outside. Forces him back inside, and then goes and collects the tackle when he gets bounced back into him. Really good defensive play by number 2 in black there.
We're starting to see some talent on this field from Cloverdale. Like I said, it was a bit of a 2-man game early on, but now there's others that want to get in on it.
And so Coquitlam's going to have to punt here with 3rd and very, very long from deep in their own end. Not the situation you're looking for if you are the Coquitlam Chargers.
And Bryson Osei will be back to receive it. And yeah, regardless, they're going to have some good field position unless they can absolutely boot this. And oh my, that's not going to work out. Goes right into the hands of number 12. That's Ryson Lopez.
What an alert play by Lopez as that thing bounced off. He hit one of his own blockers in the back, probably his helmet. Bounced straight up in the air. Yeah, hit him right in the helmet. Jeez.
Just gets
Might have got the back of his shoulder pads, but Lopez picked it up immediately. Really good tracking there for number 12.
So this is going to hurt, or hopefully not hurt for Coquitlam. They're going to try and get a stop here, but boy, the way this Cloverdale offense has been going.
Yeah, spotting him first and goal from the 7-yard line. Not going to help your cause.
Already down 22 buzz. So let's see what they do. O'Shea is under center.
Right there.
Osei.
O'Shea,
Not
excuse me.
the
Yes,
not the
sorry.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers head coach.
Excuse me, O'Shea, as he hands it off inside run there, and that's to Bobilas.
Get about half the required yardage here.
68.
A little fullback dive up the gut. Bobilas instead of fixed this time.
Yeah, Thomas behind him there as the tail.
Had to dodge a blocker right at the line of scrimmage too. Good for him to get through there.
Little roll up there. I hate seeing those with Lopez, but he seems to be all right. O'Shea now in the shotgun. And he decides to keep it himself. He's going to use Thomas as a blocker.
Nice.
And this is easy for him as he trots into the end zone. Touchdown for the Bobcats. Another 6 on the board for Cloverdale.
Well-designed play for Cloverdale there. They start in a balanced set, motion an extra man over to overload one side, and then they just have Osei follow his blockers.
O'Shea with the major there as you see him scamper into the end zone.
He had 3 blockers, and he probably only needed 1.
Exactly.
Motion's tough at this level for defenses to know how to adjust to properly, and so good job for them to. It's not a complicated motion. You don't have to have like 4 receivers in motion and do a bunch of crazy stuff, but all you're doing is you're taking one guy from one side, adding him to the other, and forcing the defense to figure out how they need to adjust to that.
Yeah. Well, there's going to have to be plenty of adjustments on this defense.
Well,
for Coquitlam.
look, the athletes are making the offense look good.
Yeah.
Let's be clear on that. But I like conceptually what Cloverdale is doing on offense. You and I talked a little bit yesterday, both when we were on mic and off mic, about how some of the things we saw various offenses do yesterday were just kind of unnecessarily complicated.
Yes.
and they were things that looked wacky and looked like they might throw people off, in theory with the various things they were doing, but you're sending a bunch of people in motion and then taking false start penalties because not everybody can get it lined up properly. You're lining up in wacky formations and people not doing
multiple
much
flea
out of that
flickers
formation.
and-
4 handoffs,
Yeah.
flea flickers, this kind of stuff. Whereas, what we've seen from Cloverdale so far has been, sound, fairly simplistic principles, but sound
Football.
strategic principles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And kids that are coached to execute them well.
And really, when it comes down to it, that's what it is, right? It's the coaching at that point, and I'm not putting it on the coaches, and of course you love to have those special plays in your playbook, but at the same time too, you got to know what your strength is and whether you can run those, right?
Well, and don't get me wrong, like you can't. You need to have a thing, right? You don't just want to be vanilla, look like everybody else offense, because that doesn't really stress out defenses. Sure. Right? You're
But once you
missing-
start complicating things, you're going to have the people to be able to pull it off, or it's just going to be all for
Absolutely.
nothing at that point, right?
Right? So the best football coaches, and like take Andy Reid, for example, or Sean McVay, the best offensive football coaches in particular have the same thing in common, which is they have the ability to make things look complicated, but coach them simply. They are able to have offenses where it looks like there's a whole lot going on, but they have coached their players up to a point, whatever strategies they've used to get there, and they have made it so that it is simplistic enough that the players can have those locked down. Look at how often, and obviously, like, this is the NFL that I'm talking about here.
Yes.
So, mental busts and mistakes don't happen a lot in the NFL anyway, but look at how often you see a guy miss a line, false start, screw up their motion, whatever, in those guys' offenses, and they use them more than anybody. Mike McDaniel, another great example in Miami, right? You don't have to have NFL-level athletes to pick up on what the base philosophy is there, which is that, one of the big things that drives football these days is what we call window dressing. So in other words, you're running a fairly simple concept. It could just be an inside handoff, but you're in, like, there's a weird motion going on, or there's an overloaded formation, or there's just something different that the defense looks at and goes, shoot, we have to think about how to just line up right now before we even have to worry about what play is coming.
And all these things are happening around them, yet they're just going to run it up the gut.
Yeah, but for your offensive players, it's just like, well, I lined up in a different spot and just block the guy in front of me or whatever, right?
First down here for Coquitlam. Let's see if they can get some yards here, as it looks like they might have lost one. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage, but that is the story of the day right now for Coquitlam and the offense, if they have not been able to do anything offensively, let alone on the defense.
Yeah, Cloverdale's been swarming and getting into the backfield, but they've also, I highlighted that play by number 2 in the last possession. They've also been playing some sound fundamental principles, right? They've had their outside guys keep contained.
So more of a traditional setup here, as you see Delorier in the shotgun. He's got receivers to his right and his left as they run it up the middle.
Delorier was in the shotgun, but they snuck a back under center. It was 77
Gotcha.
there. Ronan Coletta.
Again, it's tough to see through this fog.
Oh, that one looked like it was designed to throw you off, because you're correct. Delorier was standing there in the shotgun, but they had snuck a guy in front of him who went under center and just ran kind of a quarterback sneak, even though he wasn't the quarterback.
Still, nonetheless, Cloverdale didn't bite on it.
That brings us to the 3-minute warning. 3 minutes left.
And Cloverdale just seems to be willing to do anything here, as they're at third down.
We got, 2:50 on the clock here. I think Coquitlam's going to have to try and punt here. You don't feel great about it, but he's going to fake it.
Delorier's going to run. He needs 6 yards. Can he get it? Get to the outside, and he might be close.
I think he's a couple yards short. Yeah, they're going to mark him right at the 40, which is going to be short.
Wow, look at that. So
first down, Cloverdale, and guess who was tracking him down and forcing him out of bounds? Bryson Osei. That was man on man there. That was Coquitlam's best athlete and Cloverdale's best athlete in space. And Coquitlam bet that their guy could beat the Cloverdale guy, and he almost did.
A little bit more.
Or maybe I'd frame that better. He did beat him, but just not enough.
Not the sideline.
Because the hill was too steep,
So let's see where Cloverdale does now here, as they've scored on every possession so far.
Yeah, if they can pile on here before the half, they got plenty of time given the field position they have too. If they can pile on here before the half, it's going to be a coronation of a second half.
Shotgun for Osei, and he hands it off to the man in motion. That was Lopez, and he tries to swing it to the outside. He does. He's able to get there. He's running around the sideline. He's on the sideline, but he runs out of bounds. Huge pickup there for Lopez.
Another example, right? Sound, simple offensive principle. I'm going to get a fast kid. I'm going to get him a run at the ball before the snap, and I'm going to give him the ball as quickly as I can, and I'm going to stress the defense to the edge and bet that my guy can win the edge there.
And the beauty of that one is you can misdirection them on the next time you 100%. Run that as well, right?
You can just have that motion fly across and then have Osei go back in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly.
If the defense starts overplaying it.
Yep.
I heard to the Mike McDaniel thing, I heard somebody talking about it the other day, and they're like, it is wild. So I'll pause for this play.
As we see one of the linemen move aside, and Osei now goes to go deep, but he just
out his hand.
Yeah, couldn't get enough under it, but man, his receiver was open. I'll let you finish your thought there.
So they were saying that, like, what's wild is that, Mike McDaniel's offense, especially in the first month or so of the NFL season, was just absolutely taking the NFL by storm. So we're talking, like, the best offense
they hung 70 on it
in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking the best offense in the world,
yeah.
Right? And they're like, but if you look at, like, the overarching philosophical principle of it is, let's get the fastest players we can get, and then we'll use motion to get those players a head start, have them moving at the snap.
Wow. What a concept, right?
And then we'll tell people, okay, so I want you to cover.
As Osei hands it off there to Thomas. Thomas bounces to the outside and picks up a big chunk again. I think he moved the sticks. He did.
Yeah. And so we'll just say to people, we're going to ask you to cover Tyreek Hill, the fastest receiver in the league. Jalen Waddle, another one of the 10 fastest receivers in the league. Raheem Mostert, one of the fastest running backs in the league. And now Devon Achane, probably the fastest running back in the league. And we're going to ask you to cover those guys with them already moving before the snap.
Yeah. Good luck.
But how simple is that
exactly,
philosophy?
Exactly. But Cloverdale's,
its principle.
but Cloverdale's kind of got that as well, right? They got
Yeah.
so many athletes out there, and they're doing the right things, as you said. So again, coming down to the coaching, and hey, those kids are well coached here at Cloverdale, and I know you're liking that. You are liking that. Sullivan Heights, of course, is loving that as they run it up the middle just a little bit. But this time, Coquitlam gets a bit of a stop, and look at that, the big man there.
I think that was Ronan Coletta, our guy number 77, breaking through the middle of that line and getting a stack in the backfield.
Coletta wearing 77.
One of the few negative plays that we've seen from Cloverdale so far. Certainly, I think the first one I can think of that's been like a negative play that hasn't been penalty driven. So 2nd and about 14 after that play. And I'm gonna move a pause here.
Wow! The seagull flies right through our screen there. I'm looking for some scraps around the cloud today.
Yeah, celebrating that Peewee Seahawks victory yesterday.
There you go. As we had a full day of action yesterday, and we got a full day of action today. This is game 1, but right now it's all Cloverdale as they hand the ball. Look, there's our big kid there as well. That's Coletta on the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Cloverdale is playing 3-down football here, so that's the type of play call that you call on 2nd down when you know that you're going to keep the offense. As I say that, I think one of the players has just gone and got the kicking tee, so I think they're going to try and kick here. Yeah.
You got to like seeing this.
Dominic Gomes with the run on and off to grab the tee. Little team player there.
So it looks like it's going to be about a 28-yard field goal.
Thomas going to line up to kick this. And based on his kickoff so far, I think he's probably got the leg for this.
And
Coletta almost got a hand on it, but nice kick.
And it's good, a 28-yard field goal.
So that's better than any kick we saw yesterday.
That was fantastic. Again, at this level, it's one of the hardest things you can do. And Thomas just puts it up and through. He does everything for this team.
Cloverdale tacks on 3 there. A bit of a positive for Coquitlam that they held them out of the end zone after the field position that Cloverdale started with there, which was pretty good again.
5 possessions now for Cloverdale, 5 scores. And Thomas has got 2 touchdowns himself and a 28-yard field goal right now.
And of course, we're seeing here, again, as is the case all the way up through the CFL, after a field goal, you can choose whether you want the kick return team to go out or just take the ball on the 35. And with the clock being pretty tight here till the half, Coquitlam has probably made the wise decision to just take the ball.
Our friend the Seagull flies through.
After the field goal, trying to start the drive. On the
No Seahawks playing today, though. As we saw.
No, they allegedly played Thursday night.
Well, I mean locally, here at BC, we saw the Nanaimo Seahawks, 2 teams yesterday. But yes, you're right. Hey, listen, I can't say much.
They wore football uniforms and stepped on the field on Thursday night.
My Detroit Lions played like the Detroit Lions usually do on Thursday as well. So I can't say much.
It's a Thanksgiving tradition.
I can't say much, but we are 8-3.
It is a Thanksgiving tradition.
As the shotgun snap hits the turf there a little bit, so Delorier is going to have to pick it up. And look at this. It just gets mauled by the Bobcats. They're all in there taking a bite.
It has been a no good, very bad morning so far for Coquitlam. Unfortunately, nothing. Murphy's Law, first half for them, nothing quite can go right.
Boy, the adjustments at halftime are going to be plenty.
loss of 9 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, your messaging at the half basically has to be, hey guys, I know it's hard, but we need to basically pretend that first half did not happen and focus on getting a score on the board early here, and then focus on getting a stop and just take things one step at a time and see if we can battle back and close the gap here.
So they got that I formation once again. It's a weird one there as Delorier rolls out and
didn't have a receiver.
Nobody. There was nobody. I was wondering what he was looking at there, but this offense is just.
The snap wasn't quite on point again, and I think that once the ball hit the ground, he just kind of panicked a little bit and flushed to one side, and nobody was prepared for that.
Just seems like a lot of confusion on the offensive side for Coquitlam right now.
Yeah, I mean, when you have snap issues, when the snap isn't on point, it can throw off absolutely everything, right? It's tough to weather that. And that, unfortunately, that we haven't seen major snap issues from Coquitlam up till now, but on this possession, unfortunately, that kind of has sewered them a little bit.
So Delorier in a tight shotgun if you're trying to kick it away, but he's able to do it. Osei just falls right on top of it, right around.
And here's the thing, because you went 2 and out there, Cloverdale still got a chunk of time here.
Oh, yeah.
With the explosiveness that we've seen from their offense, they got time to certainly get this in range for another 3 at least.
See if they can go
with
6
51 seconds on the clock.
See if they can go 6 for 6 on offense in terms of scoring. Just absolutely unreal to say out loud. But when you got 33 points, it all adds up. And right now, it's adding up to a Cloverdale domination right now over Coquitlam. See if the Chargers can get a stop. They need some mojo. They need some positive mojo going into the halftime.
Yep, you just got to hold on here, right? 51 seconds on the clock. You just got to try and limit big plays.
Osei to Thomas. And this guy has been doing a ton of damage, and he loves to get to the outside because he can beat a bunch of people, and he's beat a few, but he can't outrun them all. What a massive chunk play for Grayson Thomas once again. The kid's already got 152 yards just in 2 touchdowns. We don't even have the total right now for this kid. He is just eating the Chargers' lunch, or breakfast, I guess you could say at this time of the day.
Really nice block in front of that number 12, Bryson Lopez. Did a really good job of setting the edge for him there. As you know, the defender was trying his best to keep contained, and Lopez just kept running with him and mirroring him and preventing him from being able to do anything to stop what Thomas was doing.
Osei now shotgun, and he's got Nat to his left. And he uses Nat as, that's Thomas. Throws it out to O'Shea, tries to get it to Fix, I believe was the intended receiver. Carter Fix, not able to pick it up.
So that's the same look that we've seen them run a few times with a designed run for O'Shea. The play looks very similar there as he's following his half and the 3 receivers there, but he this time had a pass option off of it. I don't know if that's a true RPO. I suspect that it's called as the pass version of that same play. But again, solid play design there in that you make it look like something else you've been doing, and now have a wrinkle off of it.
Second down here. 10 to go, but there's only 7 seconds on the board, so we'll have to see what they do. They run it up the gut, and can he get it all the way to the end zone? Yes, he does. Touchdown for the Bobcats. That's Bobelis, and make it 6 for 6 for Cloverdale when it comes to offensive scoring.
Last play of the first half, that is backbreaking for Coquitlam.
Ronan Bobelis with his first touchdown of the day. And that is quite the scamper there as he is able to put 6 more on the board for Cloverdale, up to 39-0. They'll try to get the 2-point here, make it 41, and the route is on for the Bobcats. So there you have it. First half action now in the books for between the Cloverdale Bobcats, that is, and the Coquitlam Chargers. And yeah, it's a one-sided game right now. Let's see if Coquitlam can make the adjustments, come out at the half, and try to make this a game in the second half. Stick with us right here from McLeod. It's the BC Provincial Football Association Championships 12-man Peewee game. We'll be back after the half.
check my watch, but it doesn't work apparently.
We got to go Jordan. Yeah, James, no, he's good. He's starting. Okay, Black, captain. Stay here, then, captain. You're already.
Okay, you have your choice now. Obviously, you want the ball. Which direction will you kick from?
Isn't it mercy rule?
Hand down, hand down. Oh yeah, we have that too. So okay, but you still have a choice.
Yeah.
You want to go that way. Now you can have the ball on the 45, or you can have a kick. Your choice.
45. 45.
45. Okay, so you're on this 45 going that way. Shake hands, guys.
Okay, good job. You guys too. You guys too.
Chargers start with the football. Ball spotted on the 45-yard line.
And welcome back into McLeod Park. Andrew Wadden alongside Gord Randall here with you with the Peewee 12-man BC Provincial Championship. As
You got a nail biter here.
Clone, well, if you
I
had
bite
any
my
nails
nails when
left,
I'm stressed.
you had any nails left on the Coquitlam side, as it's 41-0 for Cloverdale here. As
almost a pick six on the very first play.
Coquitlam's first play from the 45. And almost a pick six, so we can see the replay here as Delorier tosses a high ball up there. And just about, Butterfingers. Nat almost with the interception there. And we've seen some great plays from Jackson Nat already today.
And don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We didn't skip the kickoff for you or anything. Because of the score line being as wide as it is, Coquitlam has the option to just skip the kickoff and just take the ball at the 45. So that's what they've chosen to do here.
So Delorier, second down now, and this time he decides to keep. No, is he going to pass? Yes, he is. He's got a wide man open. That's a great play there. Big pickup, first down of the day for Coquitlam. Got to like that for the Chargers on this first series.
He's on Simon Jamont with the catch there.
I believe the Saison Jamont family was in front of us while we were grabbing coffees here at the half. But great pickup there. Great catch. All right, see if Coquitlam can do something with that, as they're down plenty, and they're going to have to get themselves a score here.
Snapping the ball on the plus side of midfield for the first time today for the Coquitlam Chargers. So already a better start to the second half than they had to the first.
There's our buddy flying by the screen there. Take a lap as they send it out to Delorier. He tries to swing it across, going to his left. Again, the intended receiver there was Sammy Zeitz and Choi.
I realized you were such an ornithologist.
This bird, I'm enamored by him. I don't know. Just keeps wanting some camera time.
Rolling another design pass play with a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, and that's a tough play for a young quarterback.
Zaitsoff Choi was the intended receiver there. So Coquitlam now, as you mentioned, on the other side, on Cloverdale's side right now, but on 2nd down and 10, gonna have to do something here. Haven't seen a whole lot of out of this offense so far today. We've seen tons out of Cloverdale's though, as they went 6 for 6 with their offensive possessions in the first half. And Delorier out of the shotgun. He's looking pass all the way here, and he's going to try to go deep as he sends it up. And it's a pick! Picked by Cloverdale. And he's tackled down to the turf. If we can see through the fog on the number there.
Ronan Bobilas, number 7.
Bobilas having himself a day as well. Been saying that name a ton.
Yeah, one of a group of Cloverdale guys that we've been saying quite a bit today. Of course, added a touchdown on offense just before the half as well. And this one just flutters on Delorier. And so I have a bit of a challenge with asking a quarterback at this level to line up in the shotgun then take a 5-step drop and to then heave the ball deep downfield to receivers.
Got a man in his face. I don't know if that caused the wobble at all, but it definitely.
You're asking for a really long throw. And even if your kid can make that throw, he has to strain to make that long of a throw. You're unnecessarily complicating things for your players by doing that. You add that into the roll left and try and throw back across your body, and you're not putting your players in a good position to succeed.
So Bobilas with the INT, and he'll add that to the stats on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, he's got a 12-yard touchdown as well in the first half. So having himself a day is number 7.
And you saw Jexton Nat mixed in as a running back there. So again, there's a group of names that you're saying over and over again for Cloverdale: Nat, Bobilas, Thomas, Osei, a little bit of Fix mixed in there.
Yeah, Fix started off the day with a touchdown.
A little bit of Monica.
I hear what you're doing there. A little bit of Sandra. Again, dated references. That's what we're here for, folks.
That's what we do.
Hand off over to Thomas as he runs it up the middle.
Culture youth.
Exactly.
He'll be right close to the first down. I think they're going to mark him a couple inches short here, and they'll call it 3rd and short. So I would think Cloverdale would keep the offense on the field here and not really think twice about it, as it is really just the length of the football away from the first down here.
Right at midfield there, as you can see. And yeah, with the way this offense has been going, I mean, 3rd down, they love them some 3rd down. They love a big chunk play. See if they can get one here.
I've seen this look before.
But only need a couple of inches, really. O'Shea, as he swings out to his left. There is a laundry on the field. It's a false start for...
You're a big Blue Bombers fan, hey?
What's that?
Keep saying O'Shea.
Did I say O'Shea again? O'Shea. Sorry to the O'Shea family. And sorry to the O'Shea family as well.
Yeah.
Really. This is going to bring up 3rd and 10 now. Yeah, well, they did lose, and people thought they were going to win.
You're turning Irish, which should be Ghanaian here.
Turning Irish? Buddy, look at me.
Turning the name Irish.
So we've got, looks like, Osei with Thomas to his left, and that's Fix in motion there. Osei with the high snap. They just do the exact same play. Have Thomas block for him on the outside, and yeah, I'm just such an athlete, I'll find that. And he did it. 1st down for Cloverdale, and they just do it at will.
You see another 1st down.
Oh, look at this guy. You've been holding that one in the holster for a little bit.
About 3 minutes.
Do your best work.
Took me a while to think of it.
Osei to the left there, and as you can see in the replay, again, just at will right now for the Bobcats, seemingly able to do whatever they want.
Pass around, take a penalty, make it 5 yards harder. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We'll pick it up. It's 3rd down. We do our best work on 3rd down. So Osei now is going to go under center, and he's got Thomas behind him. And hands it off to Fix as he cuts up inside and just dragging some defenders. Gets dragged down, but a solid pickup there. Close now, probably going to be about a yard, maybe 2 or 3 for the first down.
Yeah, be a second and short here. Just hand it off to the fullback up the middle and just mixing in the different names and the different looks here. And it's a good feeling for an offensive coordinator when you just can kind of just dial up whatever you feel like running on this particular play and be confident that it's going to work, because that's kind of the way things have been going for Cloverdale so far. And you just there's honestly no better feeling as an offensive play caller when you're just rolling through the playbook. Just going, okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do that.
But
okay, let's do this.
One of the things we talked about yesterday was the fact that there were so many complicated offensive play designs, and you wanted to see some more simplification from some of these coaches. What we've seen from Cloverdale is they just go to their strengths. They go to their athletes and just keep it simple, stupid.
They do, but they have things designed to provide a variety of looks to do that.
Sure.
Right?
Which
they're
is what
not
you were
just
talking about
running.
earlier.
They're not just running wide left and wide right.
Yeah.
And that's their entire playbook is variations on how can we get a sweep to the
like we see
wide
Fix
side
in
of the field.
motion there, and then Osei ends up taking it with Thomas, and they're both leading. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you do see quarterback sweep, but you also see power to the halfback. You've seen some jet sweep. You have seen Fix on dives up the middle, right? You're attacking all areas of the field.
Yeah.
And then you start mixing in like the rollout passing that Osei can do. And now it's, how does the defense stop all of those? It's really difficult.
They have not been able to stop it. They've scored on every offensive possession so far today, have the Bobcats. So here we are at second and short, and we've got some laundry on the far side of the field.
Yeah, the Cloverdale offensive line, a little bit of miscommunication on the Cloverdale offense there. Not everybody on the same page. There's one man kind of went in motion, and then it was Peewee, and then had to be corrected and sent somewhere else. And then 2 of the O-linemen thought that the ball was being snapped, and the rest of them didn't. And a lot going on.
So Cloverdale now with second down and about 5 or 6. Osei got a man in motion. Out of the shotgun snap. It's not a good snap. He's just got to drop on top of it. So maybe a break here for Coquitlam, although you know that Cloverdale is going to go for it on third down considering where they are. Let's see if Coquitlam can get their first stop of the day on defense.
Another example, by the way, and something, again, we talked about yesterday, but we've seen a mix of under center and shotgun stuff too. So, it's the first time we've seen a snap issue from Cloverdale, but if you're the coach and you don't feel great about it, you can do exactly what they're doing here, which is, okay, let's give our center a break and go back under center.
Yeah, and that's where Osei is as he runs it to the right side now. He's got a lead blocker in Thomas who's trying to help him get that first down, get to the edge, and he steps out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. So a great pickup, and once again on third down, Cloverdale doing business.
Yeah, what they're doing there too is they're taking advantage of the down and distance. They know when they attack wide like that, like they know that the secondary players, the cornerback, for example, is going to be pass conscious, knowing it's 3rd and 10,
so
and back off. Yeah. And now you don't have as strong of an edge to set the run. So
once again, Cloverdale racking up the first down, and Osei will go direct under center. He's got Thomas in the backfield. The wide man to the right is Medina Sanchez, as Thomas runs it out to the left and tries to shake that defender, but in come a couple of Chargers as they take him down. Good defense there from Coquitlam.
You've watched enough baseball. You would pronounce that Jesus, would you not?
I suppose, yeah, I suppose. But I mean, I already messed up Medina, so yeah, there you go. Jesus Medina Sanchez. That's definitely a baseball name for sure, but today on the gridiron and doing some good work. But as they take a break for the injury, we'll step out for a moment. It is 41-0 Cloverdale here in the Peewee 12-man Provincial Championship. And welcome back into McLeod. Andrew Wadden, Gordon Randall here with you for the Peewee 12-man BC Provincial Football Association Championship. As they flip the field here, Cloverdale looking to score once again, and that's the story of the game right now, is that Coquitlam has not stopped Cloverdale once.
Yeah, Cloverdale hasn't had to look to score. It's just happened.
It just happens, yeah, exactly. It's a
And
given.
it happens quick in a lot of cases. Bang, bang. They're in the end zone.
Cloverdale in complete control of this game, but I think if you can draw any sort of positives out of it for Coquitlam, it would be to start here and try to get a stop.
Second down?
Yep. Second down.
Yeah, fresh set of downs for Cloverdale after the
Downs box. just
quarterback
slightly
sweep
over.
on the previous play.
You
And
guys are good.
Of course, we had an injury timeout and then quarter change time. And so here we are ready to go.
Osei under center there as he's got a man moving, and that's Bobilis. And he throws it out, hits Bobilis, and he's tackled right away. Good tackle there. That's a good pickup, though, for Cloverdale on second down. So they flip it over to third. Let's see what they do. We have seen a 28-yard field goal already from Grayson Thomas, but looking like they're going to stick with the offense. See on the there's the replay there. Starting to get a little brighter around here as teams are starting to warm up for the second game, the junior bantam 9-man, which will feature the Cowichan Bulldogs versus Kelowna Grizzlies. Osei now. Thomas in the backfield. Fix is in motion. And he rolls out to his left, and this is a straight run. Thomas with the block, and then he cuts it up into the inside. Beats his defender there. Two more to beat. Can he beat him? Yep, sheds one. There's one guy there, and he's into the touchdown. Osei put another 6 on the board for Cloverdale as the route continues for the Bobcats. A 29-yard touchdown run for Osei, and just continues.
Hey, look, they block it up really well for him. Like, he's not having to do absolutely everything himself, but he's got good vision. He can see the seams, knows how to. He has that instinct where he knows where he needs to attack the line of scrimmage, right? He knows how to run the play as designed, and then once he gets downfield, this is where you want your runners to create and just find their space, right? And that's exactly what he does there.
Well, the PAT is up and good.
Place the 45-yard line.
So 49-0 for Cloverdale now. And I mean, really, if you are Coquitlam, you know, what are you taking out of this, Gordo? I mean, you're getting, you know, your lunch taken from you in a provincial championship, but at the same time, too, you got yourself here. So you're going to have to take what you take the lick here and then try to draw something positive out of it as you move forward.
Yeah, I mean, you need to figure out a way that you can get your best guys the opportunity to make some plays for you, right? So
Delorier was able to take a play there.
It was 95 Brody Schultz.
Pick up by Schultz. Good throw
It's
there
Brody
from
Schultz
Delorier
on
as
the
well.
sideline.
We have seen some flashes.
That's a Chargers.
A couple of good tosses from Delorier there. Good reception. Yeah, at this point, I think it's just, you know, try to break that goose egg if you're the Chargers. But definitely like what we've seen from both sides of the ball from Cloverdale today. well-coached team, well-executed team. And shotgun now for Delorier. Got one man to his left. He's looking to pass once again. Throws a bomb. A nice one, too. Oh, my. A well-placed ball.
Daniel Keenan just a step beyond his reach.
I like that ball there from Delorier. Just his man couldn't catch up to it, as we see here in the replay. It was a high snap, but he was able to field it no problem. Good tight spiral, and just misses his man.
Ooh, just past the outstretched fingertips there.
Could have been a house call there for Coquitlam. But
as you can see, Delorier can sling it.
So here we are now, as Delorier is in shotgun again, and this time he decides to call his own number, cuts it up and in, and runs into a few defenders and doesn't really get anywhere there.
Yeah, he might have got a yard, maybe 2 there.
Yeah. So it's going to set up 3rd down for Coquitlam.
Mixing in a run, so they're not going to the air entirely here, but it's very clear that Coquitlam wants this to be the Delorier show.
And from what we've seen from Coquitlam, which isn't a whole lot on offense, it seems like if you are going to put it in the hands of anybody, it should be the number 12.
Yeah. I mean, he's the centerpiece of your offense there, right? So load him up and run behind him and or get him to toss it downfield. Looks like he's got some capable receivers, so.
He goes to throw again. Oh, and this time he just gets sacked right up in his face. That's big number 54, Noah Sadu.
Yeah, nice job coming right up the middle there for Sadu. Delorier looked like he was about to get rid of that, and then there was a man right in his face.
I don't know if that's 64 or 54.
Yeah, 54.
54, it's Sadu. There it is. Yeah. So
64 is on the field as well, but it's 54 making the play there. Chased him down from the backside. Nice little pursuit pass rush there for him.
So Noah Sadu with the sack there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs now, as Cloverdale will take over on the Coquitlam side. It's around the 51-yard line. And it looks like, oh no, it's Osei under center still. He's got Thomas, of course, behind him, but he goes in motion. And the ball gets onto the turf, but he's able to get right on it. So poor snap there, but Osei is able to keep the pigskin.
About the only thing that's gone wrong for Cloverdale today. It's been that and a couple penalties.
Yeah. Couple penalties, which then they just executed off of. Basically like, oh, you want to give us the extra yardage? Yeah, we'll get it. Rack up the stats.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like those guys that deliberately miss shots in basketball to get the rebound stats, right?
Yeah.
Do you know Ricky Davis of the Cleveland Cavaliers once needed an extra rebound, so he went back down and shot the ball off his own backboard and got the rebound for a triple-double?
Oh, my God.
True story. Look it up.
That's basketball.
Ricky Davis, Cleveland Cavaliers. And this is pre-LeBron, by the way, so they were awful. But the run up here is looking like they're going to get first down now.
Nice. Lopez mixing in there, number 12. I don't think. Oh, no, Osei is on the field there.
At 49-0, obviously the foot and the gas probably should be taken off a little bit.
Yeah.
So are you surprised that Osei is still under center? Maybe perhaps get somebody else in there?
Well, is he under center or is he just on the field? Because Lopez was running that ball instead.
But I mean from this point forward, because we've seen every snap outside of that one. Maybe
well,
one or two without
Don't
Osei.
forget, though, like on offense with the quarterback, with him being the one that relays in the play calls and stuff like that, you may not be prepared to run the offense without him on the field. It's 2.5 minutes left. You can't run it up much more than
that.
You already have.
That is true. First down here, Osei under center.
I was going to say, what you don't do is run himself a bunch, I think.
And he passes it, pitches it off to Thomas, and Thomas tries to get to the outside and just gets tackled there by a swarm of Chargers. That's going to bring up second down and about 3 yards to go. Seemed like Thomas sort of took some off there?
Maybe. He still weaved his way.
Yeah. He tried to dip into the inside. You wonder if he could have got the edge there, but there were a lot of defenders. So we'll see what Cloverdale does now as they've got Fix in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And they do the inside handoff.
Craftsman collisions his way up the middle here.
You love that. He's trying for that sponsorship.
Speedy auto up the gut.
It doesn't really work with Fix that much, but yeah, sure, he is speedy. So 1:20 to go here, and Cloverdale just basically riding it out before they
Fixes down after the play. His helmet is off, it appears too. So I don't know what happened there quite.
Well, they take
a little bit of discomfort.
Well, they take an injury timeout. We'll take an injury timeout as well. 49-0 for Cloverdale on top of Coquitlam here. It's the Peewee 12-man provincial championship from the Cloud.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a hand across the field.
All right, back to the action here at McLeod as Osei has his offense going and looking to put perhaps some more points on the board here before the game ends as they pitch it off to Grayson Thomas. Grayson Thomas trying to get to the outside, 1 defender to beat. He doesn't, though, just decides to run right out of bounds. So Thomas with the big pickup there, but there is laundry on the field. I believe this one's coming back. We'll have to take a look, though. As you see, in hot pursuit there was number 24, and that's Sammy Zaitsev Chow.
30 seconds? I don't know.
Choi, excuse me.
It's the point in the game where sometimes those penalty flags come out a little bit easier on the team that's up by a lot here. Not suggesting that they're illegitimate, but just suggesting that there's a lot of gray area in football and a lot of discretion involved. And as a referee, you have no reason to give a team that's up 49-0 with a minute left the benefit of the doubt on something.
As the seconds are ticking away here. And coming up next, we'll have the Junior Bantam 9-man championship. That's between the Couch and Bulldogs and the Kelowna Grizzlies. So stick with us here as we have a full slate of action coming to you on YouTube. As Osei, or excuse me, that's Bobilis.
Rolling to his arm side, of course, he's left-handed, and look at that.
Oh my! Intended receiver there was Nat. Jexton Nat couldn't haul it in. And there it is. The final horn as Cloverdale has shut out Coquitlam 49-0 in the Peewee 12-man BC Provincial Football Association Championship. Congratulations to the Bobcats in what was a dominant game.
Yeah, big morning for Bobcats. Big morning for Fog.
Yeah. Big morning for Grayson Thomas, who had 2 touchdowns and also had a 28-yard field goal. Bryson Osei did I say O'Shea again? Osei, excuse me, had a 5-yard touchdown. And Rowan Bobilis with a big game as well, 12-yard touchdown and a interception as well. And Osei actually had 2 touchdowns, had the 29-yard run as well. So you can see a dominant effort from Cloverdale, but also they spreading out the offense.
Well, and they put it away early, right?
Yeah.
And realistically, like, it looked like it was going to be tough anyway, but it was that broken play punt touchdown that Thomas broke in the first quarter that really, in hindsight, was kind of curtains.
So congratulations.
Coquitlam had to stop there, right? They were going to get the ball back around midfield.
Yeah.
Cloverdale doesn't execute the punt properly, and they turned into a 79-yard touchdown instead. And that was backbreaker time for Coquitlam, and they couldn't ever really claw back.
Well, congratulations for Cloverdale for the victory. And before we step out here, and we'll be back with the second game of the day, but before we step out here, I want to remind you about the online 50-50 auction that is happening right now. You can see it on your screen. Just go to rafflebox.ca. And right now, I was told the prize was up to or the take-home is up to $750. But that was earlier this morning, so we'll see where we're at. We'll update you that in the second game. Also want to remind you, December 3rd, Football Canada National Junior Team Tryout at Percy Perry, December 3rd. Check out Football Canada's website to register. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes with the Junior Bantam 9-man between Cowichan Bulldogs and the Kelowna Grizzlies. Right here, it's a full day of action from McLeod at the BC Provincial Football Association Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Johnson Ring, the various organizations that come together to make these happen. If you haven't, swing down to the concourse level, hit the swag table for some commemorative clothing, hit the food trucks, get online, 50/50. Kevin Brooks.
Parents stay outside of the fence. Wait, who's handing these up?
Guys,
You can hand them out.
That's
gold, right?
No, that's silver. That's gold.
Are you?
We're good?
Oh, you're doing.
He's like, I got this. He's like, I know how to do it.
As Adam said, I get the wonderful job of being the president of the BCPFA. Now, I'm a lot of it. Today, watch football. So we have some thank yous to get out of the way here. First of all, I'd like to thank all the volunteers that come out and make this happen for the kids. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of work to make this happen. So if everyone could give our volunteers a hand, please.
Players, I want you to look in the stands. Mom, dad, grandma, brother, sister, cheering you on all season. Give them a hand up there. I also want you to look behind you. Without the coaches, trainers, managers, yes, especially managers, you would not be on the field here. So give them a hand, please. People who know me, I always call myself the president, the coach's president. So what I'd like to do is present the game ball to Cloverdale's head coach, please.
Good? Okay, thanks.
Let's go, Coach Scott.
Okay, our first or second.
And that's going to go to Coquitlam, number 14.
Where is he?
Really? I picked it, not him.
This is going to be the toughest picture I ever have to take. Turn around.
Good job, Lachlan. Who's crying first? Make him cry first, Lachlan.
Good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Get out of here. I'm not going to live that one down anyway.
Hey, Lachlan, keep that smile on your face.
Okay, we're good now. Okay, our next award is going to be the MVP award for Coquitlam. It's going to number 12,
Jackson Laurier.
Come on. Jackson Laurier.
Come on,
Where's the ring thing?
I think you gotta get your helmet off, actually.
Yeah.
Take your
helmet
helmet
Pop your lid off, Jack. There we go.
I can't read off the roster. There's too much there. Okay, ready? Okay, you're good.
Yeah,
Go
great.
see Carrie when you're done, and she'll sign for you. Okay, get all the information.
He just turned up funny. He just turned up funny. Good one.
Oh, good job.
And the MVP for Cloverdale is Grayson Thomas. And look at the camera. Good?
Yep, it's good.
Go see Carrie when you're done, and she'll do the ring sizing for you.
No, this Peewee, we're good.
Okay, so now for the big one. So we have two trophies to present today. The BMFL Championship was a combination with the BCPFA. So if we get the captains up here from Cloverdale, please.
Hold on, there's two more things. This one,
We got this one.
and this one.
Okay.
Come stand over here and face the camera.
Put it around my neck. No. Put it around
Each
your
hold
neck.
it.
Hey, over here. Turn around. You guys
Look
can
at
fight
this
about
chain,
it
bro.
after.
Hold on. Hold on.
You good?
Yep.
Okay.
Turn this way. Turn. There we go, boys.
Okay, one more.
I'm so sorry.
No, look at him.
Look like Pennywise, bro.
Hold on, the ball-pointer out to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Provincial Champs, Cloverdale.
Once you guys get both medals in your hand, grab your stuff and head underneath that football upright.
Hey, line up.
One that goes. Here. Can't really sit down. I call bringing this home. I call bringing this home. You're not bringing it home. I call bringing it home.
You need more hands.
You're finally happy that we didn't get a silver.
Huh?
You're finally happy you got a gold.
I got a cold. Good job.
I got any more hats.
It is gold. I got my gold. Yeah. I got my gold. That's like a reindeer.
I'm bringing. No, I'm not going to
Had my message, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
But I didn't do it.
No, my head's up. Hey, my head's
You know, son, very proud of you guys. Go. Proud of you guys. I got my gold, right? Carter, fix. This your helmet? 177.